finding that some are not in the truth at all. And woe to the man that started that. They'll cause them to leave. But you yourself have to be strong enough to be your own man or your own woman to know that you want to make it. And there's certain key, as I always say, certain key things that we have to look at to keep ourselves strong in this truth and not deviate, not fall short because of anyone else, because you're not going to be able to blame anybody but ourselves. That's all. We just have ourselves. And if you look at it any other way, then you really don't know the spirit of the Most High. Because you need none of us. He said he could, what did he say? He could make some stones be his people. Or he said he could make a whole nation out of Moses. So that's letting us know that he could make a whole nation out of one person. If you want to do whatever you want to do, nothing is impossible with the Most High. So we really have to look at this sincerely and look at how diligent you are or how diligent you were, and then, like your brothers, they were diligent, consistently doing what needed to be done, and then next thing you know, they start falling short, and then they found a reason to leave. Next thing you know, they're back out in the world, and they don't know how to come back. They don't know how to come back, because the world says you're too wicked, or gives you an excuse in your mind. Say we are deceived by what? Their own vain opinion and evil suspicion until they judgment. The evil comes in and takes away the mercy and grace that the Most High has given us. When, if he's given us mercy and grace, Yahweh, to Yahweh, to Yahshua, you know what I mean? So how are we not to give each other mercy and grace? You see what I'm saying? That's why we got to be really careful in how we look at this and look at our brothers and sisters, that's trying to make it. Sometimes they have hard times. You got to encourage them, and if you can. Some already just need an excuse just to not be diligent in the truth. It's very serious, because when you do this, you put wash out y'all side of shame. Look at all the people that we deal with that are not dealing with the truth, not dealing in the truth. And when you don't deal anymore, then they looking at you like, man, you was phony, you was fake, you was, and you are fake and phony. And they look at all of you, we knew you'd be back. All that's in here that shows you that even a complete number of spirits that's waiting to destroy you. It goes get a complete number of spirits to come in to destroy you. They come in to destroy you. However many it takes. You're going to be worse off than the Most High calling you into this. And then you just shun the Most High's labor. You say he's laboring to make us perfect. You shun his labor, his work that he's doing. So, how do you expect to be glorified in the kingdom when you just took all the things he's given you and just pushed it to the side like it's nothing? And now you're back out in the world that's going to melt. It's going to melt. It's going to melt. You know what I'm saying? This world going to melt. Most I say, I will melt you. That's not the fear. But if you don't fear him, then you just go about your business and think that, okay, you can blame man all you want. But it's the Most High that you really have a problem with. Most High won't set this program up. He want to set up everybody to come in as a body to work together to try and make it, help each other make it to the kingdom. That's what it's about. No one on us. Let's start off with Colossians 3:17.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all by Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua.
So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, of Mashiach Yahushua. We give thanks to the Most High, Heavenly Father, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for everything. By Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua. So let's start with Acts, the 2nd chapter, in the 22nd verse. Let's start at verse 1. Verse 21.
Acts chapter 2, verse 21. And it shall come to pass that
shall be saved. It says, who is he talking to? Read.
Ye men of Israel.
Ye men of who?
Israel.
Ye men of Israel. Yashar'Allah. Read.
Hear these words.
So it's talking to the men of Israel. Hear these words. Read.
Hamashiach Yahushua of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs.
So Hamashiach Yahushua was approved of the Most High among the men of Israel by miracles and wonders and signs. It's very clear here. You can't deviate. You can't make it say anything different. Understand this. Read Revelation 22:18. We gotta stick to what's written here. Revelation 22:18-19.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
So he said, if anybody add to the words and the prophecies of this book, the Bible, the Most High gonna give that man the plagues that are written in the Bible. Read.
Verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Ooh, that's different. That's deep. He said, if you take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life. Therefore, they will be cast into hellfire. Read.
And are written, and out of the holy city,
And out of the holy city. Read.
and from the things which are written in this book.
And from the things that are written in this book, that's going to profit us. So you got to be very careful. That's why we're going to read it just like it is. You know, we're not going to deal with the words that they put in there, God and Jesus Christ. You know, they put those words in there, Lord and so forth. We're going to say the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, and our power. Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's go back. Let's go read Acts 2:22 again.
Acts chapter 2, verse 22. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Hamashiach Yahushua of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs.
See, Mashiach Yahushua was approved by the Most High by miracles and wonders and signs among the men of Israel. Not everyone, not all the nations. It's clear. But everybody want to add everybody into that. How you going to put anybody else there but Mashiach Yahushua being among the children of Israel by miracles and wonders and signs? Go ahead.
Which the Most High did by him in the midst of you.
So the Most High did these miracles and wonders and signs in the midst of the Israelite men, right?
As ye yourselves also know.
Says you know. Says you know this. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Him being delivered by the determinate counsel and foreknowledge of the Most High, ye have taken, and by wicked hands have crucified and slain.
Yeah. It says they took a Mashiach Yahushua and by wicked hands have crucified tribulation. Read.
Verse 25. For David speaketh concerning him, I foresaw the Most High always before my face, for he is on my right hand, that should not be moved.
That's a Mashiach Yahushua. Read it again.
Verse Acts chapter 2, verse 25. For David speaketh concerning him, I foresaw Mashiach Yahushua always before my face, for he is on my right hand, that I should not be moved.
Right. And look at Psalm 16 and 8. Psalm 16 and 8.
Psalms chapter 16, verse 8. I have set the Psalm chapter 16, verse 8. I have set the Most High, Lord Mashiach Yahushua, always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved.
Right, so just for those that have a curious mind, go to Psalm 110 and 1. See who David's power was.
Psalm chapter 110, verse 1. The Most High said unto my power, Mashiach Yahushua, sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
Right, so David is clearly let us know that Mashiach Yahushua is his power. Okay? So let's continue in Acts, the 2nd chapter. And then 25th verse again. Acts 2 and 25.
Acts chapter 2, verse 25. For David speaketh concerning him, I foresaw Mashiach Yahushua always before my face. He is on my right hand, that I should not be moved.
That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad. Moreover, also my flesh shall rest in hope.
Right. So therefore did my heart rejoice. The mind rejoiced, and his tongue was glad, happy, joyful. Moreover, also my flesh shall rest in hope, in the faith in Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High on his behalf, because he already said that he is his power. Mashiach Yahushua is like he's our power, going to the Most High on our behalf. Read.
Because thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption.
Right, so this is going back to Mashiach Yahushua. You didn't leave him in hell. Not even the hell of this earth. You know, he didn't leave his spirit in hell. So neither will he suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. To see the corruption once he went into the earth, the passages in the earth for 3 days. He didn't see corruption. Mashiach Yahushua did not be.
Verse 28. Thou hast made known to me the ways of life. Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance.
Come on.
Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David,
So he's talking about going back to King David here. Read.
that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us unto this day.
Right, so let them know that King David, the patriarch King David, Yahushua would have to come out of his fleshly body. That's why it says, according to the flesh. He would have to be a lineage of King David. He would have to come out of the loins of King David to sit on David's throne. Read.
Verse 31. He seeing this before spake of the resurrection. He seeing this before spake of the resurrection of Mashiach Yahushua.
Right. Let's precept this verse 30. Go 2 Samuel 7. 2 Samuel 7. He said this. Samuel 7 and 12. Yeah, 2 Samuel 7 and 12. Read that.
2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels.
There it is. He said when David died, he said he's going to set up his seed after him, which shall proceed out of his fleshly body. Read.
And I will establish his
He
kingdom.
said he's going to establish his kingdom. Okay? Read on.
He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever.
So, which was it, King Solomon? That the Most High established his throne forever? A kingdom forever? No. This is a Mashiach Yahushua. As we get understanding as we read in the New Testament. So read on.
Verse 14. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men.
That's what happened to him. He took on all the iniquity of Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 15. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee.
That's right. His mercy is going to last forever before him. Read.
Verse 16. And thine house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever.
So his throne was established forever through Mashiach Yahushua. That's the only throne that's going to last forever. When you get Daniel 7:13. When the angels brought Mashiach Yahushua to the Most High after he ascended up, after he had walked
verse 11. The Most High had sworn in truth unto David. He will not turn from it. Of the fruit of thy body will I set upon thy throne.
So the fruit of King David's body, when he had to come out of his lineage, got to come from his body when he's set on his throne. Read.
If thy children
That's all, that's all. Get Luke 1, first chapter, and 32nd verse. Luke 1:32.
Luke chapter 1, verse 32. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest.
Talk about Mashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
And the Most High power shall give unto him the throne of his father David.
See? Just like we've been reading over and over again. The Most High will give Mashiach Yahushua the throne of his father David. He had to come out of the lineage of David, King David. Point blank, without a shadow of doubt, it's clear. Romans 1 and 3. Romans 1 and 3.
Romans chapter 1, verse 3. Concerning this son of Mashiach Yahushua,
Concerning of Mashiach Yahushua, Most High Son,
our power,
our power,
which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
that's right. So it's let us know that Mashiach Yahushua was made of the seed of the calculation of the sperm of David according to the flesh and not the spirit. According to the flesh. Point blank. Can't get no clearer than that. 2 Timothy 2 and 8. Second Timothy 2, the second chapter and the 8th verse.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8. Remember that Mashiach Yahushua of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to my gospel.
Remember that a Mashiach Yahushua of the seed of David. Let's look up seed. Just in case some of you wandering minds out there might wonder about what this is saying. So we look up seed in the Thaahwam Compact Bible Dictionary. Can you hear me okay on the conference call? Water. Okay. We're going to look at psychological. It says seed of copulation, emission of semen is a frequent expression in the Hebrew laws of cleanness. So seed represents, seed is seed of copulation, emission of semen, which is sperm. Okay? So that's what it means by the flesh of his lineage, from his body. Remember it said his loins. Let's go back to Acts. Hopefully that's enough on that. And let's go back to Acts, the 2nd chapter, continue, verse 26. You were in 26.
suffer thine Holy One to see corruption.
That's right. So he says, for thou wilt not leave my spirit in hell, neither will thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. It's very important that you hear what it's saying here. And then we continue to read verse 11.
Verse 11, thou wilt show me the path of life, and thy presence in fullness of joy.
It is fullness of joy.
Psalms chapter 16, verse 11, thou wilt show me the path of life, and thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore.
You hear that? And that's where Mashiach Yahushua went to, the right hand of the Most High. You got to keep this in mind. Thou shalt show them paths of life. So in the presence of the Most High is fullness of joy. See that the Most High's right hand are pleasures forevermore. And that's where he's at. Okay? So David prophesied about Mashiach Yahushua being resurrected. That's why I say the Most High is not going to leave his soul in him. I mean, he rose on the third day. Neither wilt thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. He didn't see corruption. Well, let's read on in Acts, the 2nd chapter. Let's read on.
Acts chapter 2, verse 31.
Go ahead.
He seeing this before spake of the resurrection of the Mashiach Yahushua, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption.
So Mashiach Yahushua, spirit was not left in hell, neither did he see corruption. Once he did go to where he went to, read, take the keys of hell and death, read.
This Mashiach Yahushua hath the Most High raised up, whereof we are witnesses.
They all witnessing now. They're witnessing. You know, they see him. Read verse, go to Acts 1 and 1 and 3.
Acts chapter 1, verse 3. To whom also he showed himself alive after his passion by many infallible proofs, being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of the Most High.
Right, so he showed himself 40 days to them. That's why they said they seen this. They witnessed this. Verse 32. Acts 2 and 32.
Acts chapter 2, verse 32. This Mashiach Yahushua hath the Most High raised up, whereof we are witnesses.
That's right. We just read it. In Acts the 1st chapter, the 3rd verse, they seen him for 40 days. Once he rose from the dead. Alive. Because he's alive now. Right inside of the Most High, waiting to come back and set righteousness on this earth. Read.
Verse 33.
He taught of the kingdom of heaven. Read. The kingdom of the Most High. Read.
Therefore, being by the right hand of the Most High exalted.
Where is he at?
Being by the right